What's you got? You got? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? I am the Buckness, and I wanted to do this quick little video spiel intro to the whole time-lapse video. Enjoy the process. So what we're doing here, we're actually planning on adding an extra layer of drywall within the existing structure. Right now, marking studs, they're 16 inches on center, and we are adding one layer of 5/8 inch drywall with a layer of green glue sandwiched in between, which we're going to apply with a trowel. It does not say to do so in the instructions, but we thought, hey, physics, let's just do it. And we got the drywall pretty tight to the next existing layer. So, from what we noticed, it seems to do a pretty good job. We do want to isolate this sound from neighbors. We are cutting around the window and the gas line, and we are prepping and cleaning for the upcoming wall builds, which is going to be isolating that far left corner in the garage. Cutting around the electrical boxes was not too difficult at all, but getting it nice and tight is really what we wanted. Now for covering the screws and mudding up the crevices in between each drywall. We didn't think to use acoustical caulking because it's already somewhat air sealed behind this layer of drywall as it is, and the integrity of isolation is enough to where the sound isn't much of an issue going through the mass surfaces. The windows are definitely our weak point, which we will talk about later. Now here's the fun part. We actually set down some wood, some 2x6 on the floor underneath our steel framing, which is a 6-inch deep partition. The reason why we put wood in the bottom is because we can't actually mount it to the garage floor because this wall is coming down in 2 years. Well, there is one point we can mount it, and then it's that crack you can see in between the pinstripes. We're putting L brackets outside and inside of the wood corners to further improve the integrity of the structure to make it earthquake proof. We added some joists in the ceiling, and trust me, it was definitely a lot of work to make sure that this wall is secure and safe and sound. Unfortunately, I did not get enough shots. My SD card ended up getting full, so I missed all of the drywall portion. So you're going to see this all of a sudden magically built wall, and you're going to miss half of the work. But getting that door frame in was actually pretty fun, and getting everything level and making sure everything was plumb was a challenge. And on top of that, the back of the wall, unfortunately, is 3 inches wider than the front. But hey, you can't win them all. Just like life, it's not going to be perfect. In fact, far from it. But hey, you know what? It's a beautiful working space, and I'm ultimately happy with it. We insulated with R19. This is 5/8 inch thick drywall, and we decided to use one layer of drywall on a 6-inch partition as opposed to using a 4-inch partition with double layer drywall because of the labor intensiveness it would have taken. Making sure the door is secure, and then now the sound test. So I did some sound tests in here, listened to music, tested the isolation integrity of the room, as well as getting some frequency responses and getting some ideal placement for speakers. I also built some brand new insulation. These bass traps are ranging from 10 inches to 12 inches thick, and they are 2 feet wide, and they're actually really lightweight, much lighter than the panels I had built in previous times using 2x4s. And what's the fun of building a space without adding some color in your life? I decided to add the main color of the garage to the sidewalls to kind of match the outside of the studio and to make less work in the future. But I was able to actually talk them into letting me get a custom color in, and they let me paint the front and rear walls red. Red is supposedly the hardest color to paint, but after 3 coats of the red, it actually ended up really smooth and really even. First couple of coats, the wall is still doing absorption. We didn't use any primer, so to our surprise, it actually ended up pretty neat. And of course, your general cleanup. And the fun part coming up: door trim, wall trim, corner trim, and acoustic stuff. Oh yeah. This is really where the fun and testing began, and right now the way the room looks is actually much different than how it's being set up. because it took a lot of trial and error, front and back desk moving, width adjustment, height adjustment, speaker placement, toe in, toe out, seating placement, seating height, and of course the acoustic treatment itself. I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it because it took us a lot of work. This was 33,000 photos in 4 minutes. 6 weeks of work in 4 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed it.